Who told you that money was bad? So I start to investigate. So if I'm going to lose my relationship with God because of money, how was Abraham managing the relationship? If therefore I am Christ's, if I am of Christ, then am I Abraham's son. If Abraham is my father, why is there such a difference in terms of wealth between me and my father? Where was he, the father of faith, having had so much money and the relationship was never affected? So who told me that? Why are we so much into some of these beliefs? Spiritual things are supposed to be explained.
Thank you,
A reasonable person must think. We have never had one man ever since, whether Christianity started, Christianity, whether since, we have never had one man who has ever had a revelation, a vision of heaven, where he saw people suffering there. There's never been any man who saw a vision getting into the heavens and what he saw was garbage.
Yes.
There's never been one man of all the people that have had encounters who has been to heaven, whether physically or spiritually, who has seen darkness. There were no lights. There were no children in the streets, living in the streets or under the bridges. You study every revelation of the heavens. It was crystal. It was gold. It was purple. You compare that to the preachings that we are having down here. How can we have such a God who lives in such a place? And then we believe in the concept of poverty. You question your beliefs. What are we going to say when we eventually enter into the heavens and the gates open and then you see the glory? You begin to question the God that you believed in. Your entire journey, you were concerned about $5. It was giving you problems. And suddenly you stand before a king, you see him sitting on a throne. He's not suffering. You look at his surrounding. You look at the type of trees that you see, the leaves, the soil. You touch, before you even see God, you are amazed by what you are walking on. Is this heaven? So if this is the God that we were worshiping, believing in, how come we didn't believe in what he believes in? How come our beliefs were contrary? So as long as we cannot change your mindset, we are wasting our time. The poorest man, you give him money. It doesn't matter you make it $5 million. It's an outward help. You have amputated poverty. But that part of poverty in the brain, if that is not corrected, my God. That is why, because of our thinking, as long as you give bread to the poor, rice, sugar beans, you are celebrated, you are helping the community. Start to invest in educating the poor. No one will celebrate you. No one will recognize that you are helping your community. Tell people that I help my community by educating them. It's not help, according to them. So they are not even aware, they don't have the brain to appreciate knowledge. But as you try to educate people and you delete certain programs, you are actually making a proper donation that is more expensive than giving them money. Because they will still suffer leg pain, not having any leg. Because they have it in their mind. It's still in existence somewhere. It's no longer pain that is coming from the leg. It's pain that is coming from the brain to the leg. And the body can become sick because of the mind that is sick. So you must be flexible enough to surrender what you thought was correct, because it's not giving you results. You need to quickly sit under somebody who tells you the mindset of God, the reasoning of God.
Yes.
And you must be humble enough to believe in, as much as things are not probably working well for me, it doesn't mean that is the will of God. That could be the will of an imagination that is prevailing over me.